Any problem you face, you know you can get through it.
What's happening, guys? You're here with Nate. This is Crossbeats Production. Today I want to show you guys another plugin with the UAD-Spark collection. Some of these plugins are actually pretty good, and I got to say I do like the UAD API 2500. It's been one of my favorites for a while, and also the Waves one is good as well. This is just one that I want to test out. Let me show you the track without the plugin, and I'll tell you exactly why I chose this particular compressor for the bus and go through some settings on it as well. So let's get into this, have a listen to the track, and we'll play it from there. So let's go.
Yeah, any problem you face, you know you can get through it. All you gotta do is lean on the Lord Jesus Christ, will get you through.
I see you in the light, I'm seeking for what's right, cause I know that there be struggles, and I know you said it right. I look toward these mountains, I feel you got this light. Sunset me into motion, that's how you got this life. It's how you know we're going through, somehow you made this desert too. I see these people struggle through, I see them walk at night. I see these problems played through, how can this be alright? I know that they will make it through, somehow they'll be alright. No matter if they grandstand, no matter if they care for us, no matter if they stop the wave of problems, that's the love for it. Cause I know it's when I'm making it first, He dividing the sea as I walk forward. Ain't no grain in this hand, ain't no bird in this hand, ain't no play in this land, let's see y'all for it.
Alright, so you can hear the track there. That's me on the vocals on the first verse. I got my guy in Western Australia. He's going to do the second verse, and Nene on the hook when it comes through. So this is just a working in progress. The reason why I want to show you this plugin in particular is because I really like the API 2500 compressor. It works really well to get that snap on the transient and just get that extra punch out of your drums or whatnot, or even on the mix bus like I'm doing right here. So let me show you kind of the setup. I've used the hardware, so I know this sounds very similar to the hardware when I did hear it. And the reason why I usually go for these settings that you can see here is because I'm trying to get a parallel compression setting. So I'm doing a mix of wet and dry, so mainly the dry signal with a bit of, it's probably about 45% mixed wet. I'll show you the difference between parallel and half mixed. Have a listen to this.
You know we're going through, somehow you made this desert too. I see these people struggle through, I see them walk at night.
So you can kind of hear when you go full mix, it suffocates the track a little bit, and that's not what I want. I want it to sound like it's still breathing alive and full. And I've got some reasonably quick attack settings as well. The thing is, with this compressor, even on the real hardware, they suggest that you have all of these dials set at 12 o'clock, so pointing upwards, and that way you can kind of start working from a moderate setting, as they say in the manual there. The tone settings here, I like to go for the hard knee on this particular track, and especially because I'm using it in parallel, it can do that more effectively. I go for the loud tone, and I like the old feedback mode. The new one is more of like a look ahead sort of type scenario, but this is the one I prefer to go for this track. With the linking, I'll just go completely 100% linked, and I use the shaping filter as high pass and low pass together. You can do either or band pass or whatnot. It allows you to do a fair bit there. And the makeup gain is automatic, so I'm not having to adjust the makeup gain there. So that's how that's working. So you can see with the compressor, if I just quickly play without sound, you can see I'm getting about minus 1 or 2 dB of compression. Not a whole lot, but it's enough to give me that attack that I want. So let's have a listen to this, and I'll fiddle around with some of the settings. I'll just show you kind of what it sounds like so you can kind of get an idea and work with it yourself. But these are the settings I used here because I wanted that attack and that punch that you get from this compressor. So let's check it out.
How you know we're going through, somehow you made this desert too. I see these people struggle through, I see them walk at night. I see these problems played through, how can this be alright? I know that they will make it through, somehow they'll be alright. No matter if they grandstand, no matter if they care for us, no matter if they stop the wave of problems, that's the love for it. Cause I know it's when I'm making it first, He dividing the sea as I walk forward. Ain't no grain in this hand, ain't no bird in this hand, ain't no play in this land, let's see y'all for it. But he ain't in this land, roll that stone with a hand, now we all understand, now we.
So even with those settings, I would be comfortable to leave it like that. As I was saying, it's about getting the snap out of your kick or whatever you're working on in that regard. I feel like this compressor does a really good job. It kind of reminds me of the kind of snap that a DBX 160 would have, and that kind of feeling that you get from that. But this is just a whole another level. API makes some fantastic gear. I've always been a fan of API stuff just because of the way it represents the low end as well, especially with this compressor, even more so with the hardware, and just the way it sounds. So anyway, as always, I love you guys, and keep well. Peace out.